Welcome back. Welcome back. What's going on, you guys? Another beautiful sunny day out here in Key West, Florida. Just getting off work, coming home, and like I always refer to, man, I say sometimes these videos, I think it's just God. God just speaks to me, and I gotta talk about it. I gotta get it off. I gotta get it off my chest, man. So this video right here, man, I just want to talk about some of the things that I learned while on deployment. What my deployment taught me, which ultimately led me to even being here on this channel and gave me that push that I needed. So I don't know how much you guys know about the Navy, but obviously we have ships. We have different types of ships. So I was on the USS Harry S. Truman, which is a carrier. There's about 5,000 people on there. So out of that 5,000, let's just say maybe 3,000, 3,500 were lower enlisted. So like E6 and below, and everyone else was khaki. So that'd probably be like, yeah, 80% of us were the lower, the E6 and below. And the E6 and below, we all have a berthing. It is separated, obviously male and female. In the male berthing, there's about 100. I'm a squadron, so I'm not ship's company. Squadron means we work on land. When we go out to sea, we get attached to the ship, and then we go on. And there's other squadrons, and then there's the ship's company people that are just that's their ship. So I work on land, and then we get ready to deploy. We go out on the ship. That's about all I can say. I can't obviously go too much in detail. On the ship, there's about 100 people in a berthing. A berthing is just the where we sleep at, where the beds, the racks at. So it's three on one side, there's three on the other side, and then that's called a six pack. So you have a six pack. In the showers, the head, that's what we call it, the head, the bathroom, is about eight toilets, and then there's about six showers. The showers are these ships are old. These ships are older, 100 years old, and so they have a lot of rusting, mold, mildew, all type of stuff. So we have to clean them, but it's still very disgusting, right? So that's just something. So you already know this though. If you've been on there, you know anything about it. Like it's what it is what it is, right? So that alone builds mental fortitude. Everything that you go through day to day that you're used to back home, right? You're used to getting in your car, going to work, go see the people. You got your weekends off. You come home, you got your family time. You can get some you time. You can do everything at your own pace. Essentially, you can build your life around your work. On the ship, we work every single day. There ain't no off days. There ain't no off days. Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Friday, Sunday through Saturday, right? Every day of the week we working. 12 on, 12 off. Might be different hours depending on what your job, what your rate is. Your job rate is what we call them. And it depends on the circumstances, right? You might have to work overtime to get XYZ done, and that's just what it is. You have obviously they allow us to go eat, and then we have gyms on there, and it's not bad. Like it's not bad at all. But so you're out there and you sailing wherever we're going, wherever missions we got to do, whatever we doing that, and then we'll hit different ports. So you might hit a port every month, month and a half, and that's likely to change depending on what's going on in the world at the time and how serious they need us to be where we at, or something happened to where we can't go to this port, so this port might get canceled or get extended on deployment, which how most more than likely is going to happen every time you go on a ship. They might need us out there longer because our replacement ship might be taking longer to come out there. So it's so many factors, so many moving pieces, right? So one of the things that you got to mentally prepare yourself for is to know that when I get out here, you need something to do because you're up half of the day literally, and there's only so much work that you can do within a shift, and it come a certain point where you've gotten enough things done. Now you have to start keeping your mind busy. Now you've been out there for a certain amount of time, a couple months go by, you at that halfway mark. You've been out there for a few months, you still got a few months to go, you starting to miss home, you starting to, it's getting hard, and that's when you have to really tap into your spiritual beliefs. I don't know, whatever, your religious beliefs. You have to lean on your shipmates. That's what we call each other, your shipmates. You got to really lean on your people. And but ultimately it starts with you. So first it starts with you. You have to lean on yourself and really, really pray, man, and really just take it one day at a time. You cannot think too far ahead. And then once you get a rhythm going, the days will start passing by. The days start passing by, and then you'll look up. Oh wow, I've lost 30 pounds. Oh wow, I'm shredded. I have abs. Oh wow, I done read all these books. Oh wow. So you have to do things to keep your mind busy. So that'll happen. You're gonna make really close friends that you'll probably talk to for the rest of your life. You're gonna make enemies. They're they're gonna be people who you just don't like. Things will happen where you can be emotionally, you can be frustrated and in the moment, like it's more intense than what it is. And then when you come back, you're like, man, it's whatever. Because you're so emotional because you are stripped from everything. So everything on the ship is a process. To do laundry, you gotta wait in line. You gotta wait for an open washer dryer. To get chow, which is what we, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then there's another one. It's called mid rats. Mid rats is between breakfast and is between dinner and then breakfast in the morning. That's for the night check people, the night crew. You gotta wait in line. Like I said, mind you, there's 3,500 enlisted people, but you split that up half on days, half on nights. Still, 1,200 people, or 15, 1,600 people, and then it's a process. Like I said, everything is you waiting in line, right? So many different factors, man. So one of the big things that you have to learn is patience. You have to learn patience. You have to learn discipline. You have to get up every single day and go to work. But it's good because it teaches you continue to do the same thing, do the same thing, do the same thing, right? Somebody's calling me, my little brother. I'm gonna hit him back. You have to keep doing the same thing, eating some of the same foods. While you're in it, it can be hard. When you're looking back at it, it's like, wow, that's actually not a bad thing. That made me stronger. That was probably the hardest thing I'll ever do in my life, physically, mentally, emotionally, away from my family, away from my daughter, away from my loved ones, significant other, my spouses. It's not easy. So you have to do things, like I said, to keep your mind busy. And if you actually spend that, you actually get really good at your job. You can advance in your career, like I've said in previous videos. When it comes to making, the prestigious rank of chief and becoming a chief, getting in the chief's mess, and they want you out to sea. So that sea time you have, that's the experience that you'll gain, and it benefits you. So you you get career expertise. Like I said, obviously you should be working out, so your body will change. And you seeing your body change, it does something for your mind, your confidence. So that happened to me as well. And then most importantly, is the networking. You're on a ship with 6,000 people. You're gonna make a couple friends that you didn't have when you went on there, and it could be your lifelong friends. People who might be stationed in different parts, or who might be from a previous command, who might be in your next command, who might be you might need 5, 10 years down the line. You never know who you might meet, so you always want to treat people with respect, and but put yourself out there to be, don't be so shut off to everything, or too cool for school. Get out there and talk to people, make friends. That's how you get through deployment. So deployment taught me patience. You got to be patient because you got to wait for everything, and you realize it's not all about you. So you learn how to be a team player. You also learn how to become disciplined. You have to get up, go to work every single day. You have to eat some of the same foods every single day. Go to sleep, wake up at the same time every single day. Um, Not really having control over when you're gonna go home. Not knowing, we might get extended, which we always do, get extended. So knowing like, wow, I'm not gonna see my family. It's already been 7 months. Wow, it's gonna be another month. Wow, okay, thought we was going home. Okay, okay, acceptance. Like you have to learn how to. You gotta make your mind. If you don't control it, it can control you. So you have to keep it busy, and keep motivated, keep it going, man, one day at a time, right? So it makes you mentally stronger, makes you mentally tough. What else? Like I said, you become better at your job. So that's another thing. You becoming you're getting more knowledgeable in your profession. You're gaining a network. So that's another thing. You're meeting people. So many different skills, man. And one of the beautiful things about being uncomfortable, because it's uncomfortable at first. You're so used to being in your bubble. You can't go to work. You work in your little office, your little space with your people, and you ain't used to seeing so many people at once. Then you come way over here. Now you're surrounded by thousands of strangers. Everybody looking at you like it could be nerve wracking. Then you get off work a long day. You got to go in this dirty shower. You got to shower. Men are gonna see you naked. You get out. So it's a lot, man. You have to get up here and think, okay, ain't about me. Bigger picture, it ain't about me. One, two, we all going through the same thing. Three, everything must come to an end. I've done this before, and then the more you do, like I know how this goes, and then you know how to moving forward. You know what to do, and now you can talk to the younger guys. So this was the beautiful thing for me was for me being an E6. This was my first deployment where I had some rank. The last one I was a junior. I was an airman. It was 10 years ago. I was fresh in the Navy. It was my first year being in. I went on deployment, so it was just it was way bigger to me then. Now it's like I got some experience. I've done this before. The younger guys seeing how I carry myself, like, oh, okay, Wilson is he's handling himself. He's good. He's staying positive. He's working out. He's being consistent. They see that and they respect you. So it's just you gotta keep in mind who's watching you. Even if you're going through it in here, you can't be honest, be truthful. Like you let your people know that you're human because we all are human. My phone is blowing up. Jesus Christ. Let your people know that you're human and that it's hard, but you got them and it's gonna be okay and then you're gonna take it one day at a time. That's how you get through it, and then that's how you ultimately gain the respect of those around you. People are watching you, and then when you have a rough day, you lean on your peers. You talk to your higher ups and the people who've gone before you and ask them some of the things that they did. It's all bonding. So one of the most beautiful things about this deployment was I got to see who really was there for me, friends, family wise, and people have their own lives, so you can't expect no one who hasn't been on the ship to really understand what deployment is like or to even been dealing with someone in the military to really know what we go through. You can't expect them to understand it. So when I was out there, I was very upset because I didn't know how to feel. I'm thinking, when you get ready to leave on deployment, you post on Facebook, "Hey, I'm going on deployment." Everybody's hitting you up. Okay, good luck, be safe. You need anything, let me know. I'm gonna send you care packages, and one or two people actually send you something. It's beautiful because now you know those are your people. You don't you don't not love them anymore. You don't discredit them or whatever, but regardless, you know who was there for you. You do right by those people. You know who was checking in on you. You know who your people are. So in times like that, that's when you get to really see who really care about you. And that makes it easier because now when you're out and you're free and everything's all good, don't even waste your time on that. These are my people. So that's one of the beautiful things of it. And another thing, the best thing really, well, a couple of best things. I got two more best things. You're traveling. You're hitting different countries. This deployment here, we went to Norway. My favorite port. It was amazing. It was cold as hell, but other than that, it was beautiful and just you're getting cultured. So you're seeing how other countries work. And man, I tell you that Norway, it was no littering, like no trash on the street. And though it was cold, that people had their kids out, everyone's walking around. Public transportation is a big thing. You don't see too many cars except for like the Teslas and like those are like people the Ubers. So no one is really having cars because everything is public transportation, which is cheap. So everything is efficient. The food it just tastes different. Like it's cleaner. I don't think they use like certain seed oils. I didn't see like no plastic straws. It was all paper. So everything was just it was a bunch of fruit stands, vegetables. Like it was just fresh food everywhere. Like it was just the way they run. You when you see that, you think, okay, maybe I don't have to live in America my whole life, or I can travel. And it makes you want to see more of the world once you start seeing places and you see how things are run. So that was a beautiful thing. And then most important of all is the money. That's just common sense. You're not driving. You probably moved out of your place, so now you're stacking money up. Um, you're not spending. You might. So if you're not you saving all this money up, if you got any debt, you can pay your debts off. You can save up a lot of money. You come back, now you can put a down payment on a car, a house, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good time to really stack your bread up. You can become debt free. Just so many. It's a lot of pros, man. 8 months is a long time. Um, I think that if you can do the eight at deployment and you look back and you say, I am a completely different person than when I left, even though it was hard, it was worth it. And I will say that about this deployment for me. We left September 2024, got back June 2025. That was everything that I went through led me up to being ready for that. And you're never ready as you think, because nothing is gonna go how you think it's gonna go. Everything could be smooth for like a month straight until one day it ain't. Until one day that person you was closest to, you're not close no more. You guys bump heads, and you find out someone's been talking about you. Just so many different things could trigger you, and you just realize, no, I'm not gonna be bitter. I'm not gonna be. People are just being people. These type of circumstances, we all have things going on. Things are happening back home with our families that we can't control, and you just basically get an understanding of how of people, and that's the beautiful thing about it, man. So yeah, man. All of that to say, the Navy ain't so bad. The military as a whole ain't so bad. Coming from wherever you're coming from, and you want to better your life, and you want to make somebody yourself, it won't hurt joining the military. Even if you do a cool 4 years and get out, it's definitely worth it. It'll definitely open your eyes to the world, get you away from your hometown, get you out in the real world, meeting people from around the world, expanding that knowledge, expanding that network can only benefit you. But it's easy to get trapped in the cycle of, oh, I'm getting paid in 2 weeks, I can blow all my money, blow all my money. If you stack it up, invest a little bit here, and I'm no financial advisor, stack it up, invest a little bit here, put a little bit to the side, savings. Just be smart with it. Go to school, get you a degree, even just start school at least. Take advantage of the military. Go leave the country if you can. If you ain't got no kids, man. That's even perfect. Go to Japan, man. Go to Guam, man. Go overseas, man. Go to Spain. These are options, right? Go to a submarine. There's so many, and I'm just saying the Navy. Obviously Air Force, Army, Marines, whatever you into. If you're gonna do a military branch, do it. It'll change your life, man. I promise. I can. I bet. I'm here because of this. I'm in Key West, Florida, because of this. I would have never probably went down here. I went to Fallon, Nevada. I've never heard of that. To the Navy took me there. Got a chance to go to Reno. And I have people in all of these places now. Jacksonville, Florida, Norfolk, Virginia, uh, Washington, Seattle, California, Oregon, New York, California. One of my close friends, he's from New York. Would have never known him. I would have went to New York. There's 12 million people there. I would have never probably met him. This is impossible. But we met in boot camp 11 years ago. That's my brother to this day. So it's benefits. You make lifelong friends, and they're not even friends. They become your family, brothers and sisters in this thing. So because your family, if they haven't been in, they're not going to truly understand what you're going through. So you have to talk to somebody who's gone through what you're going through and been through it while you're going through. Y'all going through it together. That builds a lifelong bond. You can't replace that. So that's it for this video, man. I'm Richard Wilson. As always, man, more content coming soon, more long videos like this coming soon, and that's just my experience from what deployment taught me and the Navy as a whole. Some of the things, and as I continue to learn and I'm growing in this too, I'll make more content. And you guys are watching. It'll be here. I think that's the beautiful thing about these phones. Like I always say, man, I might be gone today or tomorrow. I put this out here. My daughter can see this. My future kids can see this. My grandkids can see this. Once you put it out, it's forever out here. And that's the thing. I want to document the journey. So I appreciate you guys once again. Richard Wilson. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you must. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.